But I've decided to put my money where my mouth is. I'm reasonably sure that if it has that logo on it, it means you're going to get an actual Klon. So much so that I've also ordered another silver one from these guys. So, if you saw my previous video, the Wish Klon Centaur buying guide, you may remember that my ending thesis was that the Klon clones with the logos on them, being the Centaur logo, are more likely to be right. But to test my theory, I decided I needed to get another one from the store CNKlone, where I had bought two non-logoed pedals where the treble knobs didn't work. The idea being, even though it's from a store that sold me ones that weren't quite right before, maybe this one with the logo would be right. I was wrong. This logoed version I got from CNKlone, like the non-logoed ones, the treble knobs aren't right. Also like the non-logoed ones, it also has the black PCB board in the back. I'm also noticing that this logoed one from CNKlone also has the word Centaur, as well as the characters, the Chinese, Cantonese, Mandarin characters, whatever they are, above them. And maybe that could be another sign. The video done by the Pedal Picassos has the same one with the characters on it, and sure enough, it's the one where the treble knob's not working. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about the Pedal Picassos. They seem like nice dudes and are definitely way better guitarists than me. But my point is, if you see a Klon Centaur clone with those Chinese characters on it, it might be a sign that the treble knob is not like the original Klon Centaur. While I had talked about the differences between the treble knobs between these two pedals, let's actually take a closer look and listen to the differences. Alright, let's do that quick dive into the pedals. I have two Wish Klon clones here. This one's from the store on Wish called CNKlone. This is from the store on Wish called US Dream 2016. This is the one that I did my Klon Clone Wars video on. You might notice that I have the knobs already set in pretty particular directions. On the US Dream pedal, this is where it sounds clean without, if I turn it on, you should hear no difference. Let's listen. I am playing on my trusty Aria Pro 2. Clean. US Dream 2016. So as you can hear, the clean and the US Dream 16 with its current settings sound exactly the same. Let's listen to the CNKlone one. Clean. CNKlone. Clean again. CNKlone. As you can tell, there's a lot of high end missing from the CNKlone. And you might notice if you're looking at the knob that, hey, that treble is a bit lower than this guy. Yes, it is. There's always a little kind of balancing act. You'll also notice that the output knob is a little lower than on the US Dream 2016. There's always going to be some variation. What I did, though, was I got the gains to match, and then I just dialed it in so this was pointing about the same direction as the output knob. But do you want to see what it takes to make it sound like the clean tone? Going to turn the treble knob all the way up. Clean. CNKlone with treble boost. Clean again. CNKlone with treble boost. As you can tell, they sound now exactly the same way the clean tone sounded the same as the US Dream 2016, but again, the US Dream 2016 treble knob is all the way back here. Want to hear what it sounds like when I max the treble knob on the US Dream 2016 pedal? Clean. US Dream treble maxed. Clean. US Dream 2016 maxed. So this is what I'm talking about. Even though these are both Wish Klon clones and now they both have the logo, which I have still a bit of egg in my face about, the way they handle the treble circuits really differently. This is supposed to be a treble boost. And if you saw the comparison video on the Klon Clone Wars video, you'll hear that the treble sounds really, really close to the original Klon, which in my opinion is what you want. However, when it comes to this guy from CNKlone, I've seen other pedals that do what this guy's doing, where they don't have a treble boost. They just are used as a typical tone knob. What this means is that it doesn't add treble. It just will take it away for you. Here's US Dream 2016 with the treble boosted. Here's a CNKlone with the treble boosted. Here's the US Dream 2016 with the treble boosted. Here's the CNKlone with the treble boosted. And At this point you might be thinking, okay Brian, okay, what does this translate to as far as me playing it? So let's do some other tests. Here they are with the treble and output max gain all the way down. US Dream 2016, treble and gain maxed. CNKlone, treble and gain output maxed. US Dream 2016, again the treble and output are maxed. CNKlone again, output and treble maxed. Gain and treble maxed on the US Dream 2016, output at Unity. Gain and treble boosted on the CNKlone, output at Unity. So yeah, when you have the gain and the treble maxed, the difference is more subtle, but in my opinion, still very noticeable. I'm gonna play some riffs at different settings with it real quick. The difference is way more subtle when I'm doing like more big chords, I'm noticing, as opposed to doing more choppy riffs or rhythms. I have to admit, playing that last lick, I kind of like the CNKlone one a little better for the vibe of that one. Let's see what happens if I just take the treble on the US Dream 2016 one down to Unity. About there. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't really have the wherewithal to form an opinion about it right now, but it appears that because the treble knob on the CNKlone one is more like a tone knob instead of a treble boost, it interacts with the rest of the circuit a little differently, versus when I take the treble boost on the US Dream 2016, the one that in my opinion is closer to a real Klon, down to about nominal, it loses a lot of its high-end sparkle. I could probably adjust it so that it's normal, but I have to boost treble in there. And to me that's weird, and I don't really know the order of the signal in the pedal, to be honest with you. I know that there is the dual gain pod gain circuit that's also morphing the mix between dry and the gain sound. I know there's a treble boost, and I know there's an output boost, but I don't know which one goes into which. But it would seem like they might have changed something like that on the Centaur, or the fact that it's not a treble boost makes it interact differently with the other circuits. And I can't tell you what's good or bad on that. So yeah, I'm surprised to say that I don't hate it. In fact, I can see some situations where someone might opt for one of these as opposed to, you know, a real Klon clone. But I am frustrated that I can't give you a clear-cut, surefire way to tell you which of the Wish Klons sound exactly like the original, other than to tell you the one from US Dream 2016 is the one that I compared in my Klon Clone Wars video that sounds ridiculously close to the original Klon. But in the meantime, if you want something that has a more traditional tone knob, i.e. no treble boost, then the ones from CNKlone, like this guy with the characters on it, is actually a pretty sensible choice. But this raises another important question. How can I say with any certainty that all these Wish vendors aren't just getting their Wish Klon clones from the same manufacturer? How can I say now that over a year after getting this guy from the US Dream 2016, that the ones they're selling are still it, the one that sounds like the real Klon Centaur. For all we know, it could have changed. The only way I could know for certain is if I bought another one. That's right, if I bought a 7th Wish Klon Clone. That's outrageous, right? I can't do that, can I? Even I think that's a little nuts. Naturally, because I have a problem, I did. And this is the new one I got from US Dream 2016. The PCB board is right, and on top of that, I did do a comparison. It sounds just like the one I got a little over a year ago. I'm not going to do a clip of me comparing two identical pedals. Just trust me, it's right. PCB board is right. It sounds right. US Dream 2016 is the way to go. So the moral of the story is that the clones from CNKlone, the ones that have these extra characters on them, have treble knobs that act more like typical tone knobs, i.e. they don't boost the treble. Meanwhile, the ones from US Dream 2016 with no extra characters on them, and also have the green PCB board as opposed to the black PCB board, have treble boosts on their treble knobs, and they act way more like the original Klon Centaur. I reiterate, US Dream 2016 is the place to get the Wish Klon Clone that sounds like an original Klon Centaur. But this whole thing has made me quite curious. I really want to find more information on Protitone, the people who made the Lantone kit, because as infamous as a Klon is, this has gathered its own amount of infamy. How can a pedal that you can get for 35 to 60 bucks depending so accurately recreate the sound of a several $1,000 guitar pedal? I've been looking around trying to get contact information for Protitone or even the Klon Factory offshoots and Magoo pedals. I've even been talking to a Wish vendor who sells these, and information on the ground is kind of scant. And I really want to learn more about the behind the scenes of how they develop this, how they make this, what do the shops look like. To me, it's all super interesting, and as I continue to work on my content, if someone could point me in the right direction, get me some contact info, anything like that, would be super helpful. And I swear more content, content and otherwise, is coming soon. I know Q4 is a busy time for YouTube, but unfortunately my day job, it's a really busy time as well. I just got done with a 3-week stretch with no days off. I've been too exhausted and have had no time to make videos, but more is coming, so please hit subscribe, comment, like, share, do all the metric things, tell me anything you might be interested in learning about, and watch me gather yet more and more of these Klon clones, because I have a problem and I need subscribers to feed me, please.